Maharaba to Tara Ann and Christine, and hello, I'm Suzette Hartwell. I'm only 47 and I hail from Bendigo in the beautiful Australia. I hope you're both well. I would just like to take this opportunity to tell you why I want to join your team and take part in this fascinating dig which will be in Egypt in a few months' time. I've actually had the pleasure and the honour to work on 3 archaeological digs, including one in Tel Marashah in Israel. Now the site of Tel Marashah is 40 kilometres southwest of Jerusalem and it's in a national park. We dug underground in an old house and one of the finds that we found was very similar to this piece of pottery that may interest you. It is certainly of archaeological interest, and the reason for that is because it has part of the rim, it has part of the side, and it has retained the bottom portion of the rim. So from that, both the archaeologist and the artist are able to create the entire drawing, size and style of the bowl. And we know that it was made on a pottery wheel from the even lines, circular lines, that are inside the actual bowl. Now this is fascinating. I'm holding a pot that's 2,000 years old. It was used as a bowl to hold food, and food of course that they would have grown themselves. There was no takeaway back then. So they would have had rice and vegetables, and for the protein they would have most likely had lamb and goat, because in the dig we found the jawbones of a goat, and I must say it's quite scary. They look a lot like human. So that's a bit of a worry, isn't it? I'm glad our eyes don't. I'd like to let you know that I've had the honour to work in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. I worked there doing data entry work just a couple of years ago, and I worked for Janice Cameron, who works for the infamous Dr. Hawass. And I'm also very interested in drawing, so I can draw at your dig if you like. This is a drawing that I have copied from one of my favourite pictures located in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, and it's of the geese of Medum. It hails from the Old Kingdom in Egypt, and that relates to a time period of around 4,500 years ago, so a long time ago. So any kids out there who think that their grandparents are old, hey, just step back into ancient Egyptian history. That's way old. I would love to travel to Egypt. I'd love to join your team. Can you imagine standing in the spot, the very spot where pharaohs have stood and died, where decisions of state have been made, and where the remnants of their lives can still be dug up and found, and there is still so much to be learnt. I can't wait to be a part of that. I actually have had the opportunity to be in Egypt 3 times now, and I've been there in all seasons, and it's fascinating. It's a wonderful, beautiful country, very welcoming. I can't wait to get there again. I have had the pleasure to meet the infamous Dr. Hawass twice, and he's given me 2 of his autographs. He's a fascinating man. He's the right man for the job, and he's absolutely wonderful to go out there and work in Egypt. With my qualifications, I have an undergraduate degree which I earned last year. I completed my undergraduate degree last year from Manchester University in England, where I did my dissertation on the ageing and representation of ageing in art and literature in ancient Egypt. My studies continue this year. I've commenced a Masters of Egyptology, and that's with Macquarie University in Sydney, Australia. And my studies will continue all my life. This is my passion. Can't wait to get back on a dig again and meet you. So inshallah we will meet in October, and thank you very much.